Hello, my name is Ahmad Gufran. So for today, I will be presenting on the assessment issues in grading, reporting, and feedback. So first and foremost, we need to know why is grading, feedback, and reporting is important. The first one, grading, it tells us how well that our learners are performing, and feedback is that how can we help the learners improve, and reporting is that we ensure that the progress of the learners is doing, is making, is communicated clearly to the students itself, to their parents, and to other stakeholders. So, a little bit on the background and historical context on grading, reporting, and feedback. Historically, grading in language assessment was focused more on summative exams. For example, the standardized tests, and often emphasizing on grammar, vocabulary, and reading comprehension only. Meanwhile, feedback was limited, usually just marks and grades, and reporting was a focus months a year affair with minimal detail. Over time, education system realized that this approach can no longer be enough. Language learning is complex because it involves uh, the different significant skills to be developed. For example, the listening, speaking, reading, and writing, and interaction that aren't easily captured by a single test or numbers. This led to the shift towards a formative assessment from summative to formative assessment, where feedback became more detailed and reporting more continuous and learner focused. However, the transition hasn't been as smooth as they planned. There are some challenges and some barriers that should be overcome as we go. Today, we have a mix of traditional and modern practices. While some schools embrace a continuous assessment and detailed feedback, many still rely heavily on final grades and rigid rubrics. This creates several issues. For example, the first one, student focus more on grades than on learning the knowledge itself, which discourages risk taking and creativity in language use. The second one is that feedback is often generic, such as good job or need improvement, or which doesn't guide students towards real progress. And the third one is that reports are too focused on numbers with little insight into little language proficiency, especially in speaking and listening. Okay, based on previous literature, I have identified that several common main challenges for this grading, feedback, and reporting in language assessment. One of the main challenges that include of the lack of teacher training in providing effective and constructive feedback, time constraints, which make it harder for teachers to give a personalized response. And the third one is a standardized system that prioritize grades over qualitative feedback. And fourth but not the least is inconsistencies in reporting styles across schools and districts. So, as a proposed solution, what can be done? To address these issues, we need a multi layered approach. The first one we can involve is that professional development for teachers on formative assessment techniques and how to give actionable feedback. The second one is that we can integrate the use of digital tools like language portfolios, voice recordings, or Google Classroom or Dilemma Initiative, and apps that can track students' growth over time. The third one is that we can combine clear rubrics and reporting templates that balance between numerical grades and descriptive comments. And the fourth, but not the least one, is that we can involve the students themselves in self assessments and peer feedback to develop reflective skills, to develop their reflection skills and autonomy. In conclusion, grading, feedback, and reporting are more than just classroom routines. So they are the key to effective language teaching and learning. If we want our students to become a confident, competent language users globally, we must ensure that these practices are meaningful, fair, and aligned with real-world communication skills. By rethinking how we assess, respond to, and report on student progress, we can build on a more supportive and empowering language environment. With that statement, I end my video presentation and let us continue working towards a better assessment for better learning environments. Bye for now. Have a good day, everyone.